leading voices, but the leading voices. Everyone that was here today in the morning speaking will be in a position to answer your questions, to listen to your feedback, and to forge a way forward together. So I'm still hoping those who are outside will come in so that we start this. Okay. Let me just ask, do we have Purity Mora? Purity Mora from, where is she? If I could just see her. Purity Mora from Tutor News. Wewe ni msanii. Wewe ni msanii. Purity Mora, she might be, if someone could get her, it would really be nice. It would be great to have you so that we not only speak but sing as well, right? Yes. I wish we had some karaoke. Do you call it karaoke? Karaoke? Karaoke. Karaoke. A karaoke session. Yeah, so it would be great to sing together and have some of this fun. Also, it would be great if we could occupy the seats at the front. I'm not sure who is still outside and his seat is up here. Waswahili wanasema asiyekuwepo lake kidogo halipo. Yeah, but if we could try and occupy the seats up front. Yeah, great. So I want us to stand and stretch. I want us to stand. We have eaten a lot of rice and nyama. Was that beef stew? Yeah? Yeah, so we could rise and just... All right, I want us to stand. I want us to stand and stretch a little bit. Tumetwanga ng'ombe kweli kweli. Yeah, I want us to stretch. I want us to stretch. Kama mtu amekaa kando yako na ameketi, mwambie unaangusha walimu. Yeah? Mwambie anione staff room baada ya hii. Yeah? Yeah, great. So I will welcome Ivona and Daniel for our nice breaker. But before then, I want us to just stretch. Please just stretch. Stretch without scripts. Yeah? Usichukue nafasi hii kumgonga mwenzako ambaye umemark kutoka asubuhi. Yeah? Tusitumie fursa hii. I want us to call up. Do you remember I used to call the rain? Alafu isinyesha yake, msita mvua na inyesha yake. Sijui nitafika aje Kinoo. Yeah, okay. A bit faster, a bit faster, a bit faster. To the front. Back. Left. Right. Mbele. Chini. Nyuma. Yeah. Mbele. Kando. Chini. Juu. Mbele. Nyuma. Kando. Yeah, okay. I want us to some of these things we want to something called safeguarding. Unasikianga hiyo ni safe. Again, it's safeguarding. So I'm looking for what not to do and what to do. Please get a free space. Get a free space next to you. Get a free space next to you. I'm waiting for Ivona and Daniel Wendo to come in. Yeah, so ensure you get a free space. That's very nice, very nice. So, yeah, so there's a fun activity you're doing, which requires some piece of music that I know they are about to give it to us. So ensure you are safe. Yeah, ensure you are safe where you are standing. Ensure your movement does not affect the peace of the person next to you. And okay. Yes. So I think I'll give them one mic. I think I have a lot of mics here. In fact, there's a mic here. Yeah. I'm still checking if Purity Mora is here. Is she here from Tuto News, Purity? Yeah, it would be lovely for her to sing before we actually start the Q&A. Yeah? Yeah. Tunangoja fundi wa mitambo. So to start. Kwa sawa? Msijali, mko assembly, msijali. Tunangoja principal atoe hotuba. Yeah. May the boys that was walking there last week, I saw you all. I've been marking your faces. Yeah. Very naughty boys. Yeah. Yeah, it's a very familiar thing. You probably have done this before. When you are 8 years old. How long was that? 2000, okay, 1990, okay, sorry. 19 whatever. You know, you're all 16. Ladies never grow old. Wanakwanga to 16, wakiona sana 17 and a half. I love they take 15 years to get to 18 and then come back to 16. Hey, wanatucheza. Are we good or we have Purity sing first? Okay. Sasa mtaniruhusu. Yeah. That's why. That's the only reason. So I will excuse you to just sit for a second as we sort this out. And then she will sing for us, Purity. Yeah. Yeah. You can do this, Purity. We believe in you. Yeah? Yeah, so Purity will sing for us. Happy birthday to you. Havana. So she will sing and then we will have a nice breaker together. Yes. Yeah. Mine is to ask for maximum cooperation this week. Kwa hivyo mfuate mambo ya periods.
Leo ni kama nimevalishwa two caps because in my other life I'm an artist. I'm usually on stage singing and doing poetry. So yes. Thank you. Because I feel like the playfulness and the spontaneity of the arts just makes you feel more childlike. I don't know how to put it. Cindy, yeah. And so today, other than being psychologist, safeguarding nini, I'm also an artist. Mimi ni musani, Cindy. Yeah, and today, honestly, you've got me off guard because I was out there with the kids, the one I'm making our coffee. But okay, now which song is the question? But I love this song. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, let's go everybody. I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, the harmonies, I'm gonna let it shine. Oh, let it shine. Let it shine. Let tangu ndogo nitayangaza
Imbeni bwana.
Unajua taa yangu ndogo
itaangaza, angaza.
Yeah, so your taa yako hiyo ndogo tutafanya nini? Yeah, all the best as you do that, yeah? Thank you. I think that's what I can do. Next time, come for the shows. We'll have, I usually do this with a band. So now maybe 2 vocals, yeah? Yeah, so drums, guitars, the whole shebang. So, yeah, if you want to know that side of me,
Esther, ataleta drums hapa kweli kweli.
Yes, next time. Thank you so much.
Thank you. A round of applause for her. Great. Thank you. Mkuu wasanii msifunza tu hesabu peke yake. Yeah, so bas mkurugenzi amewasili. Yeah, so as he does this, we will have a very quick Q&A. So through the day, since very early in the morning, we have had different conversations on digital safety, on online activity and online grooming, about child, teacher, parents, relationships, and many other things. So should you have had a question somewhere on a notebook, this is actually the time to ask those very specific questions, straight to the point. Is it good to do this? I've been having this, experience in schools, at home. This is the time to ask those questions. So, mkurugenzi, karibu sana. Let's do this for a second, and then we go straight into the Q&A.
Good afternoon, everybody. How are you doing? We can stand. We just do a small dance. We wait the blood to flow, and then we get to the questions. So, I will ask my assistant to come here. You know the chicken dance? The chicken dance. Very simple. The first one is do this. But you're already there. Play for us.
Wow. Mujaribu mkienda shuleni. Yeah. Mwita fresh. Great. Now, do you have Mercy from Samburu Girls? Where is she? Mercy from nice. Beautiful. Makofi yake anapokuja tafadhali. Amazing. Yeah. So, karibu sana. So I'll just mention them and then you'll be ready from wherever you are seated or standing. So we have Mercy from Samburu Girls, we have Miss Juliet, we have Miss Vicky, and Dr. Nora. Yes. So we will have very quick talk about what we do. Yeah. So if it's Samburu Girls, tell us what you do over there. Let us have a feel of the general sense of safeguarding. Yeah. So just have, if possible, 10 minutes each, and then we'll have more time for questions and answers. Ama namna gani? Si ndio? Ama mpendi hiyo? Yes. Yes. So if you can, please write your question somewhere. Pass it over, or I'll go around as I collect them. So write the question somewhere, and we will pick them. Yes, you don't need to write your name. Yeah, just write your question in brief, please. Useme, so you know, I've been thinking about this for a long time. Ever since I was a small child, I've been having a question in my mind, and this is a very important question, and I'm glad I'm here to ask it. Yeah, just go straight to the point. My question is it safe to do this and this? Straight to the point. All right? Yeah, so Mercy, karibu sana, just tell us what you do in brief, and then let's have a feel of Kenya, right? Makofi tafadhali ya Mercy. Asante.
So good afternoon, everyone. My name is Mercy Wanderi. I am from Samburu County. I work with an organization called Samburu Girls Foundation. So Samburu Girls Foundation is an NGO, but we work in Northern Kenya, but we are domiciled in Samburu County, and we are a child protection organization. So we work to address issues that affect children, but now in the context of Samburu. And I just want us to take a quick minute to define our persona. When we talk of a child in Samburu, who exactly are we talking about? So the realities of children in Samburu, if it's a girl, number one, she's out of school. That is like majority of children in Samburu, 60% of children who are of the school going age are out of school in Samburu County. Does that girl have a birth certificate? No, she doesn't have. And you know everybody has a right to identity. And now if you don't have a birth certificate, it also means it's an access barrier. You cannot access other services, you cannot register for national examination, you cannot go to school because you don't have a birth certificate. This girl, she's an adolescent. What happens to her? Her reality is FGM is happening to her. Out of every 10 Samburu girls you see today, 7 of them have gone through FGM, because our prevalence is at 76%. After FGM, what happens? You don't go to school, you get married. And Samburu County is actually, I think, the second leading county in Kenya in terms of child marriage. Apart from child marriage, there is another harmful practice we call bidding. This is where young men have the privilege of sleeping with small girls, and not sleeping, having sex. And in safeguarding, we call things as they are. So having sex with children, but the girls are not allowed to get pregnant. So what happens when you get pregnant? It's crude abortion. So many girls die out of that. That is the reality of children in Samburu. So for Samburu Girls Foundation, we intervene. Number one, we have a safe shelter where we rescue the girls who are in need of care and protection, and we do not rescue them as an NGO. We work closely with SDCS and also the judiciary system. So children are committed to us, and now in our safe shelter, we give them care and protection, and we also now intervene in the niche of education. And how does education look like in the Samburu context? It's not just children going to school. We have defined our persona. That is a girl. How does a boy look like in Samburu County? What is their realities? Number one, they're out of school, and then the other reality is there is radicalization. The thing we call Morans, you know, Moran looks like a cool name, but there's more to Moranism than meets the eye. Moranism dictates a boy to leave school, you go start doing banditry and all those things. And that's why Samburu County is always making news. Oh, there was a bandit attack, but these are children. They are boys who are out of school, and this has become their reality. And this is radicalization, which is harm. And now speaking in terms of safeguarding, in the Samburu context, and I believe this is the case with other ASAL counties and contexts, harm has been wrapped and packaged to look like culture. And not even to children themselves, to them it's culture, but it's harm. To a point where something is happening to someone, but we do not define it and name it as harm. It is not flagged as a safeguarding issue because it's culture and it is normalized. So that is the context we're working with. And now we do lots of community advocacy, engaging parents, and also system strengthening and seeing how can we work with frontline actors. And I loved the speaker who spoke and said, we are all frontline actors. If you are teachers, if you are a chief, if you are a religious leader, you're interacting with children on a daily basis. What is your role in demystifying whatever they think is normal and is culture for them to know is harm? If you're a parent, what is our role in making the environment safe for children? So I'd like to invite us all to check us out, Samburu Girls Foundation online, in all our social media pages, and to also visit us in Samburu, and to also invest in children. If we can keep children in school, number one, we won't have bandits, because we said bandits are who? Are boys who are out of school. We won't have child brides, children who are married, because they will be in school. And schools also serve as referral pathways to keep children safe. So please invest in children and also visit us in Samburu. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Now I want to invite Dr. Nora. Karibu sana. Please tell us what you do and add weight to this conversation. A round of applause for her, please. Thank you. Thank you. Karibu sana. So please be writing those questions and then we'll be able to have answers for them.
Good afternoon, everybody. I'm very, very honored to be in this forum today. I want to first take this opportunity to thank Ms. Mokaya for giving me this chance. I had no idea that I was going to speak here today. I just came like everybody else, like a majority of you as an attendee, after seeing what she's been doing on TikTok when I browse. And I thought that she does quite an amazing piece of work, and I made that known to her immediately. And I'm very honored that she's given me this chance to speak. As you've heard, my name is Dr. Nora Olali. Any ladies here from Moi Girls School, Nairobi? Kaberians in the house? Good. There's always a Kaberian in the house. Yeah, I'm a former Moi Girls student, graduated a very long time ago. You can see my hair. But that's the one place that I remember today there was an exercise about where did you ever feel loved, where did you ever feel hurt? And that's one place I really felt loved. Of course, the math was not mathing. And eventually there was a teacher who really took me in and helped me pass that math. So teachers, you can make a difference. Let's continue doing what we do best. So what do I do right now? I've been back home. I'm home after being away for 26 years. So you can imagine the difference in everything. The way education is done, the way cars are driven. And, but I've been, apart from studying, I've been in international teaching for quite a while, more specifically in the IB program. And I saw amazing things in that program. And in those particular roles that I was in, I was mainly a learning support coordinator. That's dealing with children who've got exceptionalities. We call them children with disabilities. I prefer to call them students with exceptionalities. Those hidden disabilities that are not really seen. You know those kids who used to be beaten in school to repeat 10 times? Nobody really knows what's wrong. Some are behavioral problems. Some are just cognitive issues. So those are my students. I was not always a learning support teacher a special needs teacher in some places, they call them. My first love was French. So I did French first, perfected that art, then I think I fell more in love with special education during my travels. And since then, I've not looked back. So the reason I decided to come back home and abandon all those so-called, international schools and luxuries that you people think are attached to them, they are not, was, was because I felt it was time to give back. There are a lot of parents, a lot of teachers, and an abundant amount of students who need our skills. If there are any learning support teachers here, you know. If there are any teachers who have students who don't understand, you know. So it's because of that that I came back, and now I'm an inclusive education consultant. I work very closely with parents, with teachers. I also conduct professional development trainings online and face-to-face with schools that I'm still trying to establish, relationships with, having been away for a while, and making contact with establishments like Eden Destiny. They're out here, a group that tries to bring into partnership different expertise so that they can be able to meet the different SDG goals. So I'm in the education sector. So just finding partners that I can work with, that we can work together to improve the current situation of children with learning needs. That's my passion, and that's what I'm set out to do. So during, where do I come in this particular seminar? These students who've got learning difficulties, these kids who've got cognitive disabilities or cognitive exceptionalities are very vulnerable members of our school systems, very vulnerable members of the community. In my classroom, we had this, and I miss the classroom so much. In the classroom, we had this motto that we don't succeed unless we all succeed. So we had to make sure that even those kids who are on the higher spectrum of learning, those kids who are A students, and that particular kid who could not read a text for their life, that they found a way of succeeding together. So finding that balance, and I know it's not easy, it's easier said than done, especially in public schools where you have to meet, get proper exam results and there's so much pressure. There are still ways that you can meet the needs of these particular kids, and we are here to help you with that. I'm here to help you with that. So in a nutshell, that's who I am, and I'm very, very glad to have been given this opportunity to talk. So if you need anything, if you think your child has got a learning difficulty, if you have a child in your classroom who you cannot understand, if you're a parent trying to navigate the system on how can this teacher actually provide these needs for my child, you can talk to me and we can find a way forward. Thank you very much, and thank you for the opportunity.
Thank you very much. I think people want to know you have your contacts. You can.
Yeah, you can check the Eden Destiny table.
Right out here?
Yeah, and I also have cards.
Great. Thank you very much. Asante sana. Makofi yake tafadhali. So I want to welcome Miss Julie to tell us again what you do. Yeah. Her work intersects so much with educators, teachers, and people who are in the learning space. So she will let us know what she does and what her contribution is to the education system or industry, whatever you choose to call it. After which we'll have Miss Vicky, doing her thing. Karibu sana, Julie. Makofi ya Julie tafadhali. Yeah, thanks.
Hi everyone, how are you doing? My name is Miss Juliet. I am not sure, how many teachers do we have here? Oh, we are the majority. So my name is Miss Juliet. I am a teacher of English and literature, and as the previous speaker has spoken, I teach in the international school space, and I'm the founder of a platform called Teachers Hub. Teachers, have you followed Teachers Hub? Okay, good. And I'm so happy that you guys are here today. So Teachers Hub is a platform that is dedicated to just challenge teachers to thrive beyond the classroom. It's a good thing that we are having a conversation about safeguarding children. But I believe the moment a teacher is not okay for whatever reason, then is the child going to be safe in the classroom, really? The child is not going to be safe. So we talk about empowerment for teachers, financially, socially, emotionally, just all round. So we challenge teachers to take care of themselves. And that is why you can see so many of them here, because they are focused on developing themselves. That's the message we keep preaching. And I say we because that's what Miss Vicky does here, and that's what Miss Mokaya does, Miss Sarah, Miss Mercy. Please forgive me if I forget to mention the names, but I'm so proud of what teachers are doing in the space, because for a very long time, the teacher story has been a sad story, I think, because that's the story that has been talked about quite a lot. But I love it that nowadays we have teachers who actually speak a very positive story about the job that we do or the role that we do, because it's a very important role. So the moment we just have people telling sad stories about teaching, then what are we doing to the children, really? Why are we sending children to be taught by people who are depressed, or people think are depressed, or people think they don't love their jobs, you know? Yeah, so in a nutshell, that's what we do. We talk mostly about international school teaching because we feel that's one of the avenues that teachers can use to grow or to actually get fulfillment in what they do. In teaching, we also talk about online teaching in Teachers Hub. You can always give us a follow, a like, a comment here and there. I'm so happy to be here and so proud of Miss Mokaya. Where's Miss Mokaya? I can't see her. Oh, she's outside. I'm so proud of her. I know so many teachers here. We met again during the Empowered Educator Program event. We are coming up with a second, what do we call it? A second session of the same event, and this time it's going to be bigger, it's going to be better. Our first one was very successful. We had expected let's say 50 teachers, and we had over 150 teachers join, and I'm so proud of what we are doing. So thank you so much, guys, for coming. I know I was to take a minute, I'm sorry. Mwalimu ni mwalimu tu. Yeah, so I will invite Miss Vicky to say something before we proceed. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Miss Juliet, and good afternoon to all of you. All right, my name is Miss Vicky, official name is Victoria, and I'll start by saying this. Seeing all of you here brings joy to my heart, and that's the honest truth. When Miss Mokaya initiated this, and we said we are full support, as always, like Ms. Juliet said earlier, we don't expect such turnouts because we're like, okay, are we going to reach the people we're going to reach? But look at you guys. So what I want to do is, can we all give ourselves a round of applause, please? Yeah, so this one is dedicated to you. So a little bit about myself. I know I've been given 1 minute as well, and I'll try to keep my thing brief. But yes, my name is Miss Victoria, or Miss Vicky. I am a teacher of history and law. So I am a lawyer who transitioned into the education space. A lot of you will ask and have asked why. That's a story for another day, because if I start, we will end up sleeping over here. So we will not get into that. But I am a lawyer and a teacher of history and a content creator. And I'll start by saying this. One of the main reasons why I started my TikTok page, because that's where I really have invested and grown, was for one specific reason. It started during COVID, when we were on lockdown. That's when TikTok started, and that's when it started with the little dances and the little funny clips here and there. And I said, okay, fine, we're bored in the house, it's lockdown. I had my family, my kids, and what was there to do? But eventually, that grew into something bigger. Because what happened was, a lot of students who I teach and who saw that came up to me and said, hey, Miss Vicky, I saw you on TikTok. And I'm like, oh, okay, fine. And I said, why not turn this into a positive? A positive how? In the sense of, why not portray teachers as normal human beings? And number two, why not show these kids who are on our socials looking at us, why not portray the good life that comes with being a teacher? So that one day, when you ask a child, what would you like to be when you grow up? I want to be a teacher. Because if you ask any student right now, they will say, no, I don't want to be a teacher, that's boring. Look at your teacher life, no, what is that? So part of the reason why I really started my social media page is for that, to show students that teaching as a career is also an option, and it's not as boring or as dull as it has been portrayed out there. So that way, we show that teaching is a calling and it's a profession that even students can pick. So my parting shot is this. Teachers, again, hands up, I just wanted to see from the corner there was, yeah, there we are. Please pick up on these forums that are there to educate you, are there to empower you. Take advantage of them. Parents who are here, many parents are here, because some of us teachers are also parents. We are learning. We are learning how to, for example, in this forum, take care of our children and safeguard them, protect them. So let's pick up on what we can learn from this. And once again, I applaud Ms. Mokaya. She's my girl, she's my partner. And yes, so give a round of applause. We are grateful for you, for bringing us together in this space. Thank you so much. And with that, enjoy the rest of the time here. Good.
Thank you. Thank you. Now, we want to have a few questions. We are trying to avoid a very formal panel of experts. Yeah, we want to have very easy questions time. Kama uko na swali, this is the moment to ask it. All right? Either by written hand notes or by just raising your hand. I will be where you are with a very nice, loud microphone. Okay? Yes. So, how many have questions from this? This is a row or column. This column. How many have questions? 1, 2. 1, 2. Let me give it to you right now. Yeah. 1, 2. Any other question? Again, hands here for questions. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Yes. Great. This side, this column. Wangapi wako na maswali? Hii column hii mmeshika kila kitu. Mko tu sawa. Sharp girls. And sharp boys. Wangapi wako na maswali? This column goes. All right. Hamuna maswali. Okay. Mnangoja pata comments. Yeah? Okay. All right. This column. Yes. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, so 4 plus 3, 7 questions. Please, if I give you a microphone, straight to the, yeah, the context, yeah? Just go straight to the question. My question is, what do you think about this and this and this? Yeah, very straight to the point. Yeah, so we will start with first question. So these questions will be directed especially to the partners who are here and the, yes. Where's Miss Julie? She's still here. Okay. I think Miss Julie, Miss Vicky, Dr. Nora, and Mercy. Mercy, where are you? You could come towards the front. It'd be great to have you here. Yeah, so they'll help answer. If you have any answer to the questions, please also feel free to chime in and give in your weight. Asante, question number 1. So you can be noting it somewhere.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
I don't know if my question will have the right answer, but I'm hoping it will reach the people that it needs to reach to.
Yeah.
My first question is, what can be done? Because I heard people talk about disability inclusion,
yeah,
and that is my specification. What happens when you write that a school takes part in disability inclusion, yet you've given special needs students to teachers who are not qualified to deal with them? I think everybody saw a case whereby a child with cerebral palsy died in a school while being given a bath. That means there is a gap, because right now in each school, especially the ECDs and the primary schools, you find that most schools have put up a special unit. But the problem is they've put up a special unit for the children. They've assured parents that they're going to get an education. Even if it's not education, their kids are going there to learn to associate with other kids, and especially for kids with neurodiverse issues. But you find they've given a teacher who's not trained how to handle with kids with the neurodiverse issues, and you end up doing more harm than good. I can give an example. I have a niece who is currently in grade 3, and my niece has gone to 13 schools. 13 schools. Now just tell me, at this juncture, there is a time where you wake up that girl and she'll tell you she doesn't want school.
Yeah.
Because the things that she has experienced in school, it is not her fault. It is the fault of the education system that put the wrong child in the wrong facility and with the wrong teachers.
Yeah, Dr. Nora, I think you would want to throw some weight around that. Yeah.
Thank you very much for your question. I think it covers a lot of many other questions that will come under that umbrella. You've mentioned quite a number of things, and I'll break it down to the most critical issues. One, teacher training for students with learning difficulties. And then another thing is schools' capacity, promising parents what they cannot deliver, or promising parents what they hope they could deliver, but they're not able to eventually. Another thing that I have picked from your conversation, and which also needs to be addressed, is parental knowledge and involvement in school choice and when you're shopping for school, so that at the end of the day, for the people who are concerned about teacher well-being, we don't place all the blame on the teacher. There's no wrong teacher. There's just an equipped teacher and an unequipped teacher. So some teachers sometimes are set up, by these schools that employ them. So first things first, there are different kinds of disabilities, and parents need to be aware of these different types of disabilities. There are physical disabilities, and there are some physical disabilities that are really well taken care of in our country. The blind are well taken care of, the deaf are well taken care of, and some, mobility issues are well taken care of. But when it comes to things like cerebral palsy that have got ranges, it becomes difficult because there's a medical component to it, etc. Then there are, like what I deal with, the hidden disabilities, which are the cognitive disabilities that you really cannot see. Then there are those kids who have those neurodiversions like autism, and the spectrum, as you know, is quite large. So as a parent, first and foremost, you need to be very informed. So we need to ask ourselves, do we have enough forums? Do we have enough places where parents can be well educated so that they best understand the needs that their children have and where they can take those kids to school? So I'm also asking those questions because I don't have all the answers, but these are things we need to consider. So by the time a parent is taking the kid to 13 schools, we have to question, what are they looking for? They're looking for a safe place for their kids, but do they understand the kid's disability fully to know which school can really cater for this child? Then let's talk about training. This is a big gap. It's a big hole. It's an escarpment, in this country, because yes, we are talking about inclusion, but I find that physical disabilities and those ones that I've mentioned that are well taken care of are given so much prominence, in fact, over resourced. Yet these other ones, like the hidden disabilities, nobody even thinks about them. Yet they're becoming more and more prevalent, especially ADHD, behavioral issues because of our diets, because of the gadgets, because of lack of playing spaces. All the playgrounds have been snatched, or whatever happens to them, etc. Yeah. So kids are not having that release. So the confinement and all this kind of thing create other comorbidities. Yeah. So there is a lack of resource nationwide, yeah, for addressing issues of learning difficulties, not even cerebral palsy. Then the issue of, even in international schools, I will be truthful. There are so many international schools here in Kenya that purport to offer inclusion, disability inclusion facilities or programs. And once you they use it almost as a marketing tool, I'm sorry to say. They use it as a marketing tool. They pull you in. The monies you pay are quite big, and they tell you that your kid is going to get inclusion. And some of these schools cannot write IEPs, proper IEPs for students. They do not work collaboratively with educational psychologists to make sure the kids are tested properly, that the IEPs are informed from those ed psychs, etc. So there's a whole myriad of things that need to be addressed. And stakeholders, people who are listening, Ms. Mokaya, there's a lot of work to be done. I told her, there's a lot of work to be done in this area of disability inclusion. So to summarize, I think we need to be, as parents or as relatives of children who've got any form of disability, I don't like using that word, is we need to educate ourselves. Right now, there's the internet, find groups, there's the special education professionals, then Kitusuru. Go there, find out what they can do for you. They're on the web, you can contact them, get information about that particular learning difficulty that this child is having. So be educated. And teachers, look out for forums where there are trainings, where there are online trainings, and just find a way that you can at least have basic information. Don't say, I belong to a public school, we're not being trained, so you sit back. No, because that child will still be found in your classroom. I can talk until the cows come home. I hope I've answered your question partially.
Thank you. That's a good question. And I hope you have been able to answered. Yes. Briefly. Just.
You can hear me?
Yes, we can.
Okay. I have two set of questions.
Several questions.
Two set of questions.
Okay, briefly, very briefly.
Okay. Number one is on reporting. I would like to know, how do you go about if, let's say, a child is a victim of violence and has come to you? The stages of reporting.
Yes.
Who are the contact points? Because I stand to be corrected. I assume maybe how you would then report sexual violence would be different from emotional and neglect. So I would just like to know what will be the channels. For example, for sexual, do you first take this child to the hospital, or do you go to the police, or do you first involve the children officer?
Yeah.
That is number one.
So how to handle disclosure.
Yeah, how to handle disclosure. Number two will be, since we are talking about safeguarding children, I'm assuming it's also inclusivity of all children. Yes. My question is to all the sectors here, not only the government, but are we also considering children in conflict with the law in terms of safeguarding and creating awareness? Okay. Regardless of their circumstances, these are still children. And also, are we considering refugees, especially the ones in Kuma and that? The other one is a comment. It has been an amazing forum. And also, I believe, since we are talking about violence against children, we cannot evade to include sectors, the justice sectors, police or DPP, judiciary. I think it's also important to include them in such conversations and see how children in the system can be protected and safeguarded while they are able to access justice.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I think Esther has noted that. ODPP to Koko and the police. Asante sana. So how to handle disclosure, Esther? Esther does a lot of that on her content, on her IG. Yeah? Wangapi wanapitianga huko kidogo asubuhi wakikunywa chai? Yeah, please. Please check out the page, very informative on child safeguarding, how to handle disclosure.
Thank you. Now, when it comes to children, there are things you can or cannot do. One, you cannot promise them secrecy. Two, you cannot nudge them and say, he did. What? Hey, your dad is bad. He should be in jail. It's important to let the child know. It's important for the child, for the process to be predictable. So what are we going to do? What you're telling me is important for me to remember. Now I am going to write down. Is that okay with you? Yes. When you write it down, you go to the next stage. Because I'm not able to handle this, I'm going to have to involve somebody else. So in my school, I'm the safeguarding lead. The teacher will come to me. However, in your school, there might not be a designated person, but there is a deputy head teacher, a senior teacher that you will go to. It's important that it is responded, and the keynote speaker in the morning talked about it. It's important it's responded within the shortest time possible. So a child discloses to you, remove your emotions from it, remove your judgment from it. In fact, don't give a conclusion. Just say, I'm going to write. When it gets there, and when a child comes and says, and that's why I like one of the kids that is out there, says, can I tell you something? Yes. Can I tell you something that you can't tell anyone? Say no, unless, so what you promise a child is, you can tell me something, however, I can't promise you to keep it a secret until I know what it is. Why? Because when it gets to that point you have to report, then you go report behind the child's back, that child would never trust you again. All right? So I will need to. It's important, even if you think this child is going to retract their statement, it's important for you to say that I'm not going to keep this a secret. Confidentiality, somebody said abuse happens in isolation or secrecy. So it's important, so you disclose. But there can be some times when you find that this involves somebody senior to you. Sasa hapo kidogo, it's important to know where to go. That's why the children's services are there. That's why DCI is there. That's why there are sub-county children protection officers. And a lot of police stations now are having child protection officers. So it's important that we know. But DCI, actually, some of the cases that I've handled and how I got to know about DCI is they tell you, you don't even need to tell me so much. Just give me the details. A general place of where this child lives, we'll take it from there. You know, that empowers you and removes you from the room, because people can come after you. It removes you from the room. So it's important to know, if it's somebody, a head teacher, what does TSC say? Will they act? Again, our keynote speaker says they will be transferred around. But it's important that you, from your end, have done everything in your power and ability to report and go back to the child and say, this is what I have done. This is what you need to expect. I think that's it. But let me allow the lawyer to.
Good afternoon. Yeah, what Esther said is actually very spot on. I think the only thing I wanted to add on was on the issue of disclosure. When you're being honest with a child about you not keeping it a secret. So don't make it like a blanket statement. Oh, no, I won't keep it a secret, so I won't promise you that. Tell them, I won't promise not to keep it a secret. I won't promise to keep it a secret because if it is something of concern, I might need to tell a counselor, or I might need to involve the police, or I might need to talk to so-and-so, so that the child knows what to expect next. Because if you say, no, I just don't promise not to keep a secret, the child will be like, okay, then I'm not gonna talk to you. Yeah, you get it? So let them know, I won't keep it a secret because I need to talk to a counselor who will help you process if it's something that needs counseling. If it's a crime, then I'll need to talk to law enforcement so that they can prevent this from happening to someone else. If you're the one who has committed the crime, then I need to find a children's lawyer who will help you through the justice process, okay? So that they know
what to expect, and they know that regardless of what the thing it is that they're reporting to you, they are still going to be treated as children, and they're going to be protected in the whole system. Because I think I walked in and someone was talking about children in conflict with the law. Of course, in Kenya, we do look at the best interest of children. Of course, we talk about protection of children in conflict with the law. The only problem we have as a country is the fact that we are under-resourced. Again, press statements. There are homes, remand for children who are in conflict with the law. It is legally supposed to be for them to have daily classes, normal classes like any other school would have while they're in that process. They are expected to be accorded the same rights and dignity as a child who's not in conflict with the law. But most facilities don't even have the resources to have teachers, to have the same standard for a child who's not incarcerated or a child who's not in conflict with the law. So the law is very clear that these children need to be protected. The only problem is resources.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Now, wow. Something to add? Like very briefly?
I'm not adding. I think the lady at the back asked a specific question. You know, as a special education teacher, I always listen I listen to what the kids say, then if it's not responded to, I make sure that the key teacher responds. She asked about the protocol that she needs to follow when, for example, she asked about a rape victim. What does one do? What are the steps? Yeah? Yeah.
Who do they go first after that? Who is it escalated to? Esther, you want to? Yeah. Oh, okay.
Oh, let them answer first and
Okay.
then we can summarize.
Very briefly.
Thank you. So if you're the one who's reporting a case of a child, there are different cases like you asked. So with the sexual assault cases, those are supposed to be dealt with immediately. So in any safeguarding space, you should be able to have different categories of issues of child protection into red, high danger, medium, give a color, and what is not a priority. So for the sexual assault cases, once you have gone through the protocol in school, you have gone to the safeguarding lead in school. If you don't have one, I want to imagine we have the guidance and counseling teachers. So someone is mandated to escalate these matters. The protocol should be from the school, you go to the police station and get an OB number and a P3 form. But if the child is in pain, go to a health facility, preferably a government health facility, or Nairobi Women's Hospital, which has GVRC. And then you're going to have a post-rape care form filled. So that is going to take into account everything that the doctors are going to see. And then that is what is going to help you as you fill the P3 at the police station and the child has already gotten the medical care that they need. Also, if it is an immediate case, maybe it happened last night or this morning, a child needs to be given medication called PEP so that it will cater for things like respiratory HIV and AIDS. And then the child needs to be removed from the situation where they are in. So that is where you involve the child protection, the DCS, the child protection office, and they should help you with placement of children to a rescue center. But if it is not in the house or in the family that it happened, maybe someone did it on their way home, just make sure that that child is safe. If it is at home, talk to the parents or the guardians for them to keep the child safe in that situation. That is what I can say. I don't know if I've left anything out. And then for other cases like physical assault, again, check the severity. If if a child is not walking in pain, those are medical issues. So for SA cases, a child will get, it's free of charge. But for physical assault, sometimes you'll be asked to pay in hospitals and other things like that. Yeah.
Thank you, Makofi. Great. Now, kulingana na kopo langu la saa saa 10 dakika 7 mane 6. I want us to do this. The truth is, we have many questions, right? And we want answers. True or true? True. So what I'll request Esther to do is see how we can get a platform, even virtually, or through the Salama Futures website, a place where we can actually ask all the questions and work with all the partners, Amnesty International, and all of us together here to actually do the answers properly. What do you think? That would be great, right? As we work towards our next event. See, iko sawa hivyo? Yeah, so that we do the closing session very quickly. Watu waenda kufungia kuku, waenda kufungia kuku na ng'ombe na mbuzi. Wenye wako na curfew pia tusiingilie. Yeah, so now I think we'll do that. We will have a place where we'll have all the questions. I think we'll have all your numbers, right? And your emails. We'll be able to share that, those platforms. Please, when you get the platform, get onto it, ask your questions. Ms. Esther will work with all the partners here, Dr. Nora and everyone else. We'll have all the answers very well done. It includes kama ni videos to the best of our ability. Si itakuwa sawa hivyo? Thank you. Now, I want us to finish. Amnesty International will help us do a close. So I will welcome them to help us. I know they have some amazing thing they're doing. Actually, you should check them out. Karibu sana. Please, tusaidie kufunga.
Good evening, everyone. All right, I will not take a lot of your time, but I'll take a minute. Let us stand up. All right, let's stretch a bit. So I'm going to read a number of statements, and if you believe that statement is safe for children, you'll clap twice. Okay? If you think it's not a safe statement for children, you'll stomp twice. Wait. Provost. All right, are we ready? If it's safe, okay. If it's safe, children seeking help, us promising secrecy. Oh, okay, all right. Ignoring children, being in isolation with children. Okay, all right. Listening, active listening, documenting, publishing on social media. What? Teachers asking for help. Teachers caring about children. Teachers being better parents. Parents being better teachers as well. All right, thank you very much. My name is James Kimila. Oh, let me say that again. Oh yeah, you may have your seats. My name is James Kimila. I work Kimila, K-I-M-I-L-A. I worked in Laikipia for some time and they butchered my name terribly. Kimira, Yeah, and I'm here with my colleague Eunice. Eunice, if you could just wave from where you are. Okay, that's a different mic. There's a mic that's dropped somewhere. Sorry. Oh yeah, Eunice, if you could just wait. Oh, you've already waved. That's my colleague. She's in charge of membership. So the people who are asking about amnesty and membership, kindly talk to her. We had a number of students who are on work experience. They are around, that generation can't be confined in one sitting space for a long time, but they had an amazing time. We learned a lot from them. Now, we sang just after lunch, "This little light of mine, I'm gonna make it shine," right? So how are we gonna do it? You have to make a commitment mentally and probably in other forms to begin taking small actions to implement some of the things that you've learned. Have you received a card like this? Oh, there were two cards. There were two bookmarks. One of them is the wellness bookmark, but there's a different one, a shorter one, that is written "Learn, Commit, Impact" by the Teacher Podcast KE. It has a QR code, and the QR code will send you to a link that has, I think, 4, 5 questions. The first question is your name, which we already have, so don't worry, but you can write it there. The second question is about the institution you are affiliated to. If you could just open and go through it as we do it together. The institution, and the reason why we are asking the institution you are affiliated to, especially for the teachers, is because we would want to expand this conversation from 1 or 2 teachers in the institution to many more teachers that you're working with, so that we create safer spaces for children. Sorry? 2 teachers? Oh, all right, that would be interesting. Are you able to, I think there's enough space for you to write both. Okay? Yeah. Then there are 3 other questions. These 3 other questions will push you to make a commitment. They are pushing you to make a commitment about one thing that you will do immediately. One action you will take immediately in regards to keeping children safe. The second question is something that you will do in 3 months. And the third question is something that you will do in 6 months. Now, our commitment is that we will send you an email in the next 7 days, just reminding you of the commitment that you've made today. And we'll write to you again in 6 months, inquiring what is it that you've been able to do in 3 months and in 6 months, so that we keep this conversation going. We don't want it to be a hit and run. We don't want it to be a one-off. We want this to be a conversation that keeps, we keep referring to. So, are we already filling the form? As we do that, I want to give a few of you a chance to tell us one thing that you've learned today and one thing that you'll begin to do differently from today. You share what you've learned and what you'll begin to do differently. We'll give 3 people a chance. So let's see some volunteers. And I'm a teacher of English and literature, although I currently teach human rights by Amnesty, so I can volunteer you if you don't volunteer yourself. All right, someone to share what they've learned today. And is that a hand? Or you're just checking if your ears are still there? All right, we'll start with you. You'll go second, then a third hand. Oh, thank you very much. The back one will come to you third. So one thing that you've learned today and one thing that you'll begin to do differently.
Okay, one thing that I think that
sorry.
is... Sorry.
Allow me to interrupt you. Kindly introduce yourself, then you can answer.
Oh, thank you. So my name is Miss Mercy Abigail, but they know me as Abby. Yes, Abby Cakes. I came here representing 2 institutions. That's why I was like, because I came here representing my church as a Sunday school teacher and my school, of course. So one thing that I took home is, let me open it because I think I have posted it. I might paraphrase my own thing. Some kids have been groomed that the safest place is to be invisible. Kids need to be safe even when they're themselves. I think that's something that has been quite underrated. And one thing I promise to do, like something that I've learned and I promise to do, is no matter what, do not shout.
For the parents in the room, do not shout. For the teachers in the room, I know when you're marking and they are running around, when it's, you've been waking up early. That's the thing with my kids. My daughter is an early riser. She is up by 6 every day. And some days I'm not leaving very early. And our first stop when she wakes up is my bed. She's like, Daddy, wake up. I'm like, hi, baby. No matter what, don't shout. Yes.
Good afternoon. My name is Leila. I come from here. Furaha Community Foundation. We are nurturing dreams and hopes. So one thing that I have learned is that in this work, teachers are very important in safeguarding our children. And one thing that I'm going to implement with my team here, I think my executive director is somewhere.
Executive director, wave.
He is there. Yes, so one thing that we're going to do as a team is intentionally implement the safeguarding policy to its letter.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. Let's go to, as we get the microphone there, I remember going through high school, we used to be told, Mono, you are here to be seen, not to be heard. And I think some of us may have taken that to our classrooms and our homes, and we forget the power of children's voices. I'll tell you more.
Good afternoon again. My name is Jane Karemera, here representing 2 organizations. The first organization that I'm representing is Smile for Neurodiversity. It's a CBO that deals with kids living with disability. And the second part that I'm representing the Archdiocese of Nairobi as a child protection officer under St. Raphael's Kabete. For me, I think today I'm going out of here as a changed person because I'm going to be that listening ear, because I heard somebody say that the one thing that made them feel unloved, it's when they were sexually assaulted by a parent and nobody listened. I think by the time we are going out of here, all of us, we need to be the soft spot that anybody can come, anybody can talk, and maybe the person who said that has never even talked about it until today when she or he felt safe. For me, I think I'm going to come out of here being a listening ear for every chance I get.
Thank you. Thank you very much, and thank you to the 3 of you that have shared. Sasa, my fellow dads, maybe let's get a fellow dad to make a commitment. Tuwezi kuwa tu hivyo bwana. Yes. I see you are ready. Hata tumia microphone yangu.
Okay, good evening everyone. Okay, my name is Tom. I represent my school. So I've learned a lot, and what I can say that something which I've learned from this platform is that we need to keep the secrecy as we deal with the students, in as much as they are sharing a lot of the information that they encounter. We need to keep that secret. Thank you.
The students in the morning said that one of the reasons why they don't report is because they report to us, then we go to discuss them in the staff room. Yeah, at least all the teachers in this room will not do that again, right? All right, let's appreciate everyone that has shared. So as we finish, as Amnesty, one of the programs that we run on digital rights for children is the Digital Rights Essay Competition. And yesterday we had the award-winning ceremony at our offices. I want to give you a quote from one of the student essays. The winning essay was, we had 2 winning essays. For the boy, it was from Gendi High School in Homa Bay. For the girl, it was from non-cooperative girls in Kajiado. And the girl from Kajiado had written, "The silent voice of children today is the silent voice of the activists tomorrow." The silent, this is a Form 4 student. I was like, when I was in Form 4, I'm gonna cool to get it. The silent voice of our children today is the silent voice of activists tomorrow. If there's something that we must always remind our children is that their voice matters. And whenever I'm looking for schools for my children, I always tell the teachers, my children are bold, they are outspoken. Don't kill that. And for the children that we're working with, for the children that we are dealing with in our schools, in our homes, in our Sunday schools, I know we've been trained that silence means discipline. No, speaking is actually discipline. Let's encourage children to speak up. Let's encourage children to question, ask questions, speak, comment, and remind them repeatedly that their voice matters. Because if we silence that voice, we are silencing a generation. Thank you very much. And it's been a pleasure having all of you today.
Makofi mazuri tafadhali. Beautiful. Beautiful. It's important to gift Amnesty for an amazing job well done. Makofi anapopewa kifurushi. Yeah? Wow. Amazing. Thank you very much. Thank you. Yeah. Wendy, I will allow you to quickly, allow you to gift quickly, and then as Daniel gets ready.
Hello, how are you? You know, when I stand in front of teachers, I get disciplined, I'm shaking, I'm not sure even I'm in a mistake or anything. My name is Wendy, I'm sure you've seen me running around. Okay, let me take this chance and plug myself at 30 seconds. I'm an advocate of the High Court of Kenya. I specialize in environmental law and climate justice. I think the next workshop will talk about children's safety in the changing climate, right? Esther? Yes. Thank you. I'll be in the panel. So, yeah. Yeah, I booked that part. I also do Accessora, the founder. I'm sure most of you have passed by, and I've seen very pretty stuff that we have there. So you can pass by and see what we have. Follow us online. You might order, you might do gifts. We also do gifts for events and corporates. So, kuna HR hapa? Okay, walimu. Thank you. See me as you plan your December event so that I do gifts for your people to say thank you. And I'll take this opportunity to thank or award 3 people gifts. And those are the 3 people who answered the question first. So, asanteni sana.
Makofi, 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 makofi. Hata kama hujapata, piga tu makofi. Piga tu. Great. Asante sana. Daniel, very briefly. Yes.
Yeah.
You know what to do.
Hi, everyone. Hi. Yeah, my good name is Daniel Mwendwa Katula. I'm a teacher of English language and literature in English. I know we've had female teachers and we're wondering where the male teachers we are there in those schools, yeah? I mean, you can see, yeah. Yeah, so I'm a happy teacher. I'm glad doing what I do. And Miss Esther is my boss. Yeah, at school. Yeah, but I'm here to celebrate what you're doing. And as a young person, coming into the field and realizing that these conversations have been opened up for our time, I think it's a privilege to the young people. And in that note, we want to celebrate teachers this year. I mean, for all the work we've done, Dr. Nora, you know, for the longest time you've been in service, you've not had an experience to celebrate yourself. So guess what you're doing this year? On the 2nd of October this year, you can mark, but right somewhere, 2nd of October. And we will not do what you did today. You know, today you guys decided, we're not sure this might be a scam, we want to pay at the gate. We won't do that, we'll send you home, yeah? So today we allowed, but you won't allow on 2nd. So have you written 2nd of October? Starting at 6 p.m., it's a dinner. So you have, for the very first time, ladies and gentlemen, you want to see teachers in their element. Yeah? You want to show the world that, you can actually wear a gown as a teacher if you're a lady. As a male teacher, you can wear a tuxedo. They just used to seeing us with just looking so casual. We can do elegance.
The bow
tie.
Yeah.
I'll tell you the theme. Yeah, so that as you buy your attire, you are in line. So the theme is black. Yeah, black is common. We wanted to accommodate us. I know we are trying. So we say black with a touch of red. No, we can't be that boring. That would be dull. With a touch of no, whoever gets it right, you're getting a present from us. So silver, right? Anyway, no. Okay, it's fine. We'll try again next time. So this time, we're doing black with a touch of African elegance. Right? I mean, this is Africa. Yeah, we're operating within Kenya. So we need to bring, much as some teachers are in international schools, they are in public schools, but all these schools are happening within Africa. That's the context. Okay? So carry your element book. So at the moment, I forgot to wear. Wow. Where? Guess where? Where? Any correct answer? Awards? You saw the poster. You saw the poster. Yeah, you get an award for that. So it's at Nairobi Serena Hotel. 5-star. 5-star. Yeah, a dinner. I'm promising you guys it will be elegant. So currently the early bird tickets are on, but they'll close on 29th of August. Do not worry this time. We'll send you the poster and the registration link via your emails. So book this slot, and we only have 270 slots this year. Next year we'll do better. We'll get a better venue, a bigger venue. So see you then. Yeah, my attire is ready. I don't know about you. See you.
Thank you. Makofi ya done tafadhali.
Oh, sorry, I forgot. So we have sponsors for that dinner, and that's why we are offering early bird ticket at a discounted price of 1,500. No. Okay, miscommunication. Could be a problem. So the initial price is at 5,100 per plate, but we have deducted 1,500 from that. So you're going to pay 3,600. Early bird.
Early bird 3,600.
3,600.
The late birds.
The late birds 5,100.
Yeah. Asanteni sana. We are coming to a close. Hello. Yeah, we are coming to a close, and I may not speak so much after this. So 2 quick things. One, if you have a tag, if you have a what? Yeah, if you have a tag, please, on your way out, you could hand it over at the registration desk. All right? Tuko sawa? Number 2, if you're here today, please pick a packet. Is it a packet or sachet? A packet of Indomie. Upikie watoto Indomie. Yeah. Sorry? Yes, twice. Yeah. Lastly, I know you'll post amazing videos and photos. Remember what we said, okay? Yeah, children, kabisa, unaweza angalia tuseme, this is a good job happening, but don't post, okay? Asante sana. So let me welcome the convener. Woo! Yeah. Welcome the convener. I'll be very honest. Putting this together has not been easy. Yeah, she's smiling because it has happened. But putting together an event like this and to have all of you here is not the easiest of jobs. So, where's Ivona? Don? I think just the whole team can just wave. Wendy. Yeah, the amazing team of the Gen Zs. Derek. Yeah, just the whole team. And my Gen Z mlisikia wako serious. Yeah, they could just, just come. Yeah, just the whole team, you can just come. Ivona, Derek, Dan. Yeah, please come, Makofi as they come. Yeah. I think they've done a good job, right? Yeah, kitambo ni wazee walikuwa wanapangia vijana, siku hizi ni vijana wanapangia wazee. Window vichenjanga. Yeah. I know we appreciate her, but one more time, let's appreciate Mercy for an amazing job. Yes. I think this is part of inclusion, right? Ensuring that everyone gets the same message in the same enthusiasm, right? Kizungu kubwa. Yeah, I think this is amazing. Let us, are they saying a name? Just a name. Just a name.
Hi.
Hi.
I'm Ivona Ontario. I'm also an educator of fine art and geography. Yes.
Amazing.
Yeah, teachers in teachers field. My name is still Daniel Mwendo.
Thank you.
Hello again.
Hello.
I'm also an educator of law.
Yeah. Okay.
Hello.
Hello.
I am not an educator, but yes, I'm Derrick Ontario. Thank you.
Thank you. Great.
Good afternoon, everyone.
Good afternoon.
I'm an educator and also an onlinepreneur. There was a bonus of some courses if you signed up for this program from Ascent. So when you receive an email telling you to join in, know it is from me. Thank you.
Thank you, Makofi yao. Thank you very much.
Those of you who have you're on YouTube a lot, I'm sure you've seen Coach Daniel. He's a coach for employability. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Now let me be serious. You know, sometimes you start a party and then you set yourself up. Up until 2 weeks ago, I thought I had set myself up. And then you showed up. Lakini Wakenya ni nani? Last minute now. Calls now. Yesterday my phone was on fire. You people, we have to plan better. Sindio? I am glad there are some people who planned earlier. Lakini kuna watu wa jana. Kuna watu wa leo asubuhi. We can do better, isn't it? But I just want to say thank you from the bottom of my heart that you trusted me to call you on social media. Let me tell you the power of social media, if you haven't seen it, because I did not go, apart from Kyoto School, where I visited the campus in Lenana Road, I have not visited any school to look for any teacher. I tried to go to TSC. Yeah, but all of you have come because of the power of social media, and I want to thank you. And I can talk, you know me, I am for a living. I am paid. In fact, Mwalimu wa math, I'm paid to talk. So I want to invite a very special person to help me thank you, and then we go home. Sidio, ni Friday. I know Gen Z are not going home. We appreciate that. But sisi wale bado tunatumia kaluma, we need to go home. So I want to invite my husband. Wait. The person that made this possible, you know, before you pay the money, I had to pay money. Sindio? I am not saying I don't have money, but it's his money I used. I was like, so sometimes I think this man thinks I'm mad because I come up with ideas. And like, so how much is needed? I said, so now how is it going to be paid? I don't know. But here we are. So because I need to go back home and be accepted, be loved at home, let me invite him.
Thank you. Makofi tafadhali. Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you for coming. My name is Fora Obebo. Fora Obebo is a food system specialist. I wake up every day thinking about how to make food available and accessible to this country. But I'm also an educator. I teach economics at Kenyatta University. Makofi kwangu tafadhali. Yeah, I'm so happy, and mine is to just give a vote of thanks. So I have 6 people, and we're going to do a Vikings chant. You know the Vikings chant? So everybody have your 2 hands in front. So let's try X. So when I give a nice hit, then you give a nice who. I'm also a musician in my other life, so you give it a nice round crescendo, okay? So let's try. That's so weak, man. Let's try again. At the same time, okay? Let's try. I do. Okay? Good. So I'm going to begin with partners. Several partners have supported this event. So we're going to do, for each we do one or two nice chants. So we have Amnesty International, Children's Services, Mtoto News, Chiromo Hospital Group, CBT Kenya, Caleb, the CEO of Mawazo Africa. We have Ascent Indomie. You're going to pick the Indomie on your way out. Google for Education and Adams Magoma, okay? So we want to give a nice chant, Vikings chant for the partners. Speakers, Wallen Nyamota, our children, lovely children, several panelists from Gaboni, James, Athena, Jacqueline, Elizabeth. You guys have no synchrony, man. So I do tap and then say who. So you give it like a yes. Nice. Number 3, our coordinators, Caleb, Sibroza, Bree, Daniel, Ivona, Wendy, and Siombua. Okay. Our service providers, All Saints Cathedral, the caterers, Better Water. Second last, our participants. So you have to give a nice one. And even if I hit twice, you only say who? Once, okay? Our participants, teachers, parents, children rights advocates, CBO leaders and church leaders. Last but not least, our Salama Africa CEO, Esther Mokaya. I need something punchy and rich. Thank you.
Amen. And one for Dr. Fora. Asante. Guys, believe it or not, we have come to the very end of this event. Now, I'll call Ivona. We are doing a very simple reel. And what we are doing is, your child is safe with me. All right? That's what we are doing. So we will all stand. We're doing two things. We will stand, clap for ourselves, and then do the reel, okay? Yeah. All right. So let's all stand. Let's all stand. Yes. Yeah, so she'll say 3, 2, 1. Your child is safe with me. Yeah. All right? All right. So?
So what are we saying again? Your child is safe with me. Okay. Okay, so in 3, 2, 1.
Your child is safe with me.
Woo! Good job.
Indomie Park. See you. Last thing, guys. Last thing. You will receive your certificates through email. All right? Yeah, all of you will receive your certificates signed with your names.